Hello everyone, I'm Tessa Proudfoot and I'm sitting in the beautiful home of interior designer Karen Lotter in Johannesburg. Today, I'm going to chat to you about how to up the ante in your interiors by incorporating a classic, super simple, modern icon that is available to all of us, otherwise known as the humble stripe. I've had a long-standing love affair with stripes in all their many guises, as they are absolutely timeless in their simplicity, and most importantly, they simply never, ever date. And for those of you who follow me, you know about my obsession with timeless design. Stripes in clothing date back to the 12th century, when they were relegated to the outcasts of society and were considered to be a symbol of poverty. However, during the time of the French Revolution and into the early 1800s, when society reviled ostentation and anything related to the reign of the monarchy, vertical stripes suddenly became super fashionable. They appeared everywhere, on walls, drapes, bedding, upholstery, and so on. During Napoleon's rule, the Breton stripe became the official uniform of the French Navy, and along with his wife Josephine, they went on to decorate every room of the Château de Malmaison in stripes. In fact, under the rule of Napoleon, it was considered the height of chic to entertain guests under a striped tent set up in the living room. Luckily, we don't have to go to these lengths nowadays to benefit from the style value that stripes can add to our living spaces. Let's start off by exploring the impact that using stripes on upholstery and window treatments can achieve. The repetitive linear quality of a stripe naturally provides grounding and understated dignity to a room. Balance and proportion are vital elements in successfully putting together a space that just feels right. So in this bedroom, I've used a simple ticking stripe on a very elaborate headboard shape so as to tone down the potential over-the-topness that such curvilinear shapes could create. And then, in the next room, where we have a very ornate chandelier, the use of a black and white stripe on the upholstery and window treatments has the same effect. We are essentially finding a balance between glam and down-to-earth, and the stripe is the star ingredient in the mix. Stripes work beautifully when used in conjunction with other more elaborate prints, but I'm really loving using stripes en masse. If you started on your upholstery, why on earth stop there? More is definitely more, in my opinion, when it comes to stripes. Which brings us to stripes on the walls. In the early 1800s, one had to rely on a skilled artisan to paint stripes on the walls. But nowadays, we have a massive selection of different striped wallpapers available to us in a range of different price points. Not to say that a painted stripe is not an option. If you have a straight eye and are handy with a paintbrush and masking tape, there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't explore this option. A smart wallpaper stripe, either narrow or broad, will visually elongate and widen a room. I love to layer art on top of stripes, as it creates a structured backdrop, which provides cohesion and form. Karen has used a simple black and white stripe here in this beautiful interior, which is the perfect foil for her magnificent art collection. You can also experiment with going vertical or horizontal with your stripes. There is something very playful about a horizontal stripe, so if you're wanting to inject an element of fun and casualness into your interior, horizontal may be the way to go. Lastly, let's look at stripes on the floor. Using a striped loose rug is a very effective and simple way to add personality to a space. It will never go out of fashion, and the nature of the design is a great camouflage for dirt. I am also loving the use of a fitted striped carpet in a passage or on a staircase. It immediately adds a fresh new dimension and interest to an otherwise hard to decorate space. Recently, I've been seeing floor tiles laid in stripes, which looks really gorgeous. It makes a small kitchen or bathroom look much more interesting and adds a touch of chic, which is never a bad thing. So, why not find the inner Frenchman in you by exploring the many different ways that the iconic stripe can uplift your style? That's all for today, and thank you for joining me on my constant search for new and interesting ways of creating individualism and excitement in our living spaces. For more interior design inspiration and all of my tips and tricks, please follow me on Instagram at Tessa Proudfoot Interiors and follow my YouTube channel to make sure you don't miss any of my upcoming episodes.